the live stream here. Come on. First time using my phone by my laptop so I can see it through the laptop. So I'm still trying to figure out how to view it through the laptop. So it didn't show up before, but now it looks like it's gonna try. Uh-oh. One moment. Left my notifications on, so my phone just buzzed. Probably not a good idea to leave that on. Okay, so hopefully here it'll start to show me the... Come on. Okay, let's try you. And come on. I'm getting there. Give me time. Okay, so there's pop-out chat. And it wasn't letting me view it through my... There we go. Whoops. Okay. Now, I wanted to... Oh, come on. Cooperate. Didn't completely plan this out tonight, but I planned on doing it 3 nights ago, I think, and it just didn't ever happen. So, here I am tonight, and I wanted to show what I've been using for a camera and quality use of tools, and that was for the past... Oh right, I can get rid of you now. For the past... Make sure this still holds up to what I wanted. Yes, it does. So, past year I've been using that, and not a fan at all. First reason being is it used double A's, and the downside of a camera that used double A's is the fact it's double A's, and the second one is after spending a bunch on a bunch of different rechargeables and things, it turns out this thing doesn't even use them to the point that they're not even usable batteries. It barely uses them at all and then says they don't work for it, so it's really picky on how much charge they have, which was annoying. But other than that, there was no big complaints about it. It's just kind of a camera. It's a low-end one that I picked up at a resale store for, I think it was $1.50. So I can't complain too much for how much I paid for it. And as for the webcam problem, I use this ugly little thing, which I'm pretty sure is over 10 years old. It's like it's not even 420p. It's lower than that. It's really, really bad. Excuse me. And then, shortly after that, actually this has only been like 3 weeks ago, shortly ago, I got this little thing. then I realized when I got this thing, this I also got at the same store, I got the other one for, I think this one was only $1. I realized that it says it's 720p on it, in it or on it, I don't remember which. Yeah, it says right there on the bottom, 720p. It's 720p, but it's like 10 frames per second, so it looked really bad and choppy. And I basically discovered what this is a camera that you give to your kid, and it's like, oh, they have a camera, they're happy now. Well, that ain't what I needed. So, after looking this one up, I found something in the descriptions on eBay to see how much these cost. They're only like 20 bucks on eBay. It's like, ew. Did not a fan of this. Another thing is I need something to display this for you. Trying not to mess up the video too much. So here's a pencil. This is how easy the cover comes off. Totally works. Just me messing around with it to see how bad it was, it didn't work well. So that was kind of annoying and kind of a waste of $1. Get that out of the way. Then, during that same time period, I got, because I've been dealing with what you're currently on right now. You're currently on a Vivitar 1980s tripod, weird extendo one. And it doesn't work very well for what I need. It's kind of flimsy. It's more meant as a stabilizer for an old regular camera for pictures back in the 80s. So I went quick, got a cheapy one on eBay to use. Which, I mean, wasn't too bad. It's better than what I had, really. Could extend and everything. Got about 2.5 foot tall, fully extended. Well, give me a week. It's already broken. Because it's thin plastic and aluminum. So that was kind of a waste of a few, I think it was like $5. Because I'm poor and can't afford expensive things. So come along cleaning out my grandpa's garage. Trying to clean stuff up here behind the scenes. We had the problem with... Not a problem. What am I talking about? Problem. There was no problem. But when we were cleaning out his garage, because he's downsizing and things, came across this. And I'm just going to have to... I wonder how well... One moment here, this is going to be a little bit of a challenge. Come here. Come here, you. Look at that. It's beautiful. Such a cool tripod. It's like 1950s or 60s. It's just beautiful. And it's twist extend system. So you twist, lock, it's locked. It does. Only thing I can complain about besides this one is it works smoothly here, but it doesn't have one to tilt it like this. Which I'll explain why that gets annoying here in a moment, but I tore it apart, cleaned it, buffed it up, so it's all nice and pretty and shiny again, which was something I thought about streaming and then I didn't. It also came with an extender plate because it's old and it's from the 1960s and 50s, so it had big cameras occasionally. It comes with an extender plate. So if you turn that on like that, it's locked on, so it's extra surface area, so you don't bend your camera. And I thought to myself, well, I have mechanical oomph, and it's just a clamp on the inside of there. I can take off, remove this bolt, put a flat bolt in there that I can recess, and I'll make an instant clip mount, so I can like mount the camera on it, move the two locks, pops it off, and ta-da, I'd have a instant release camera, if that makes sense. I'd enjoy using that quite a bit. So set him off to the side. Now I'm trying to knock things down, great. sit down here. Sit. There we go. So that's the new tripod, and that should work for a long time because, I mean, it's from the 1950s. It's lived this long. But it's never been in the hands of somebody like me, so who knows. So after moving from this horrible little thing that I've had to deal with since I think it was mid-June last year, so like 3 months after I got kind of started on YouTube. That's because I don't even have a piece of it left around here. My Kodak before this that I picked up for $1 as well. It was a really good camera, except the autofocus plastic gear inside that helped autofocus it broke. So that camera kind of died. So come along to now, get that pencil out of the way. There's still soil stains from the nitro engines the other day because this thing didn't get cleaned off. It's just been, I just rolled it up and waited. But come to like a month ago, actually only a few weeks ago, come to think of it, I got that, which is a Moto something. It's a Motorola smartphone something. Don't remember what model. Got it from a friend. Been very nice and handy to have. Then, come along to pretty much the same time I got the phone, I got this little guy. Which I am a big fan of already. So my goal for a camera was something not using AA's, something that had 720p 30 minimum, because it's the base default of what I'd need. It also would need good autofocus, because that was another thing that this thing sucked at, is it doesn't, once you start the video, it hardly ever focuses for you. So wherever you have the focus set at when you start the video is pretty much where it stays. So if you'd ever watch any of my older videos, you notice, well, any video before this point, you'll notice that I have to cut every time I go from close up to far away. With the perk of this one, it'll do that for me. So it's a cute little guy. If I really need it to, it can do 1080p, but my computer wouldn't be able to edit that very well because it takes 6 hours to edit the videos, to export the videos as is. So yeah, this is going to be the new camera. And the reason I found the no tilt on this annoying is to film with this, you have to have it filming like, you have to be mounted like this on the tripod, not like this, which is sadly how the hole is. So it'll mount like this, but that'll film it long ways, and that'll fill it up and down instead of widescreen, because I need it like this. And that kind of is annoying to me, but I don't have the tilt for that. Unlike the junk one, which does. So I mean, if I had enough time and effort, I could machine something to hook this up to it and use this pad. But in order to film it properly, the nut would have to be like that. So, upgraded camera, upgraded tripod, extra camera. Another thing I got with this horrible little thing that I don't even know why I still keep it, is I got a free SD card, which that's the only downside to this camera is it don't have an SD card slot. It's internal memory only, which it has 8 gigs, which is moderately okay. Another thing that I got, let's just kind of tuck you over there. Another thing I got was the friend that sent me the smartphone up there sent me some new RAM for my computer, so I switched out. My computer beforehand had 2.5 gigs, which is, it got by. And then he sent me a gig stick, which mine still had one of the default 512 sticks, and he sent me a gig stick, so I have an extra 0.5 G RAM. So now I have 3 gigs of RAM. And I might get more in the future, but that depends if I find a new laptop or not, because this is a 2007 Dell Volstro 1500. It's kind of old. It's actually half my age, which for a computer, that's pretty bad. So, I don't think, besides this little thing, which is a future, hopefully a future video if nothing goes wrong. Which, yes, this is our nitro engine. I picked this one up the same day I got the tripod, because that's where I got my other ones. And this one's big. It's the biggest one yet. So yeah, hopefully I'll have a video of that running at some point in the future. That'll probably be a while though, because it has to warm up. I would have done a live stream cleaning and tearing it apart, but it wasn't something I wanted to do at the time, so it didn't happen. Just gotta check something here. Okay. Another thing right here, though. Get myself some protection. Make sure I got it. Just gotta sit this here out so I get that out of the way. Try and line that up with that. Okay. So, another thing kind of off topic to my new gear is the past month I've picked up some new manuals, which is kind of a mild thing. Come on, where is it? I gotta find it. So I got some new manuals and a pile of bunch of random ones that I can resell at some point. Which nothing too big, fancy. It's a D2 cat tractor crawler manual. And some Stover stuff. Reason I picked this up is just because this is Stover, like Stover engines in Freeport. And the reason I picked up the other one is because right about halfway here, there's actual Stover engines listed on the water pumps. I don't think there's any more, but and then it's got the really cool pumps. And they were cheap enough, so I picked them up. But yeah, other than that, there wasn't a whole lot. Computer did a funky thing there for a moment. There wasn't a whole lot that I wanted to share tonight. Gotta keep that there. So yeah, it went from that to that with the short but horrible lifespan of that didn't even really happen. I got the new RAM in the computer. Got a new webcam coming soon too, so I won't always have to use the phone, so I'll be able to get 720p live streams here hopefully, because I think this is around 420 right now, just because that's what the phone can handle apparently. And where'd it go? We got the new tripod that replaced the tripod you're on, and currently it just replaced that one. And that's pretty much the whole thing that I wanted to announce here, is the videos will look a little better because this is a better video camera than this. The videos will hopefully be a little more stable because it ain't on a broken or old it ain't on a broken or flimsy tripod, it's on an old sturdy one. Got a nitro engine that I've been working on, so future video. The new RAM, so I can edit videos better and faster, hopefully, which will save me more pain than you'll notice, because that's mostly time in Sony Vegas Pro being kind of a RAM hog. And then hopefully you'll get clear live stream soon, because the webcam takes forever to get here. Which I don't have high hopes for, because it's coming from China, so you spend cheap, you get cheap half the time. Wait a minute. Oh, I'm thinking I'm running out of stuff here and I'm about to end the thing. And I forgot the same day I got the tripod is the same day that I got all of this. Okay, I think I just messed up all the camera. Yep. There we go. And move this off here now that you saw that. It's just some tools, which is tools. No big deal. Just things to make the videos go faster. More better tools. Oh, it's looking like it'll perfectly fit in the frame too. Few random industrial sockets because I like my industrial tools. Snap-on socket. And also, if I can get it here, because I forgot to put it, I forgot all about this stuff, so I left it over here. A nice long 1/2-inch snap-on socket. Jordan Kissinger, yay, you can't have enough tools. No, you cannot, and that's why I have way too many. Especially sockets. I have probably about 5 to 10 socket sets, 1/2-inch socket sets by now. Too many. But things like crescent wrenches I don't have enough of, and channel locks I don't have enough of. So I got more of them. Another thing I occasionally need more of is some Allen wrenches, and that's what I got. So, fun, good stuff. Most of this isn't too big a deal, it's just things you can use, and they were cheap. But the snap-on socket, the snap-on 1/2-inch wrench, that was a big deal, because that's a good, now I own Snap-on. I'm fancy, I own Snap-on instead of just cheesy knockoff things like Industrial. Which is a good brand for the most part, but you can't get them anymore because they're out of business. Got myself some good cotter key removers. And another ignition wrench set that I freshly polished, so they're all shiny. I cleaned all of this stuff up because they were real rusty. Like, this one's still pretty rusty, but I couldn't do much about it. He don't fit in the box properly. There's just some good tools. And then a stamp set, which sadly, it was cheap, but it's missing a number. It's all numbers, but it's missing, I think it was 2. Yeah, it's missing 2. So, now I think I got everything I wanted to do. don't have much else I want to really point out, I don't think. So if you're here and you haven't liked it, please like it. Though I think there's only like 2 people on here right now. Yeah, there's only 2 people here, and I'm pretty sure they already liked it because there's more likes than people. That's always a good sign when there's more likes than people. Not. So, any questions about my channel in general for the 2 that remain, which I somehow can assume is Kai and Jordan, just because those are normally the people that stick around. So I guess I'll wrap it up then. This might be the only video this week also, because there's nothing really going on this week to do anything, and it's kind of not very good weather. Plus I'm busy Friday and Saturday, which are normally my filming days and editing days. So there probably won't be another video besides this one out. That's why I'm trying to also kind of keep this a little bit shorter than normal, so it ain't a super long video that nobody will watch. My whopping 90-some subscribers. Ooh boy. So, see you guys later. And, hop around here. I'll get... Oh wow. It's pretty much been exactly 30 minutes down here. So, wonder if I can get a... Yeah, that works. Just trying to round it to 30 minutes now. So yep, this is something hopefully I'll have running in the future. Yep, see you later, Jordan. Bye-bye. Come on.